Hello, all. It's your girl Tiffany, and I'm Luscious Black PD, your poetic section Pisces High Priestess, aka the Light Entrance of Diamonds, also known as your modern Zenon, one who isn't within a convent or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on today. If you will be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it will be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign, so please take the messages that apply, leave the ones that do not. Remember that this reading may apply to your past, your present, or your future, as well as it may be presenting to you or any and everyone in between that you may or may not know. With that being said, guys, we are going to get started. We are going to have, this is going to be a bit of dialogue and kind of show and tell and discuss and talk. And then we will gradually get into a reading for this topic, this particular project that I'm working on for you all, guys. Okay. I've been working on this project for a little while in between doing other work, guys. Okay. And this shit just got real. Okay. On another freaking level. Like, what I was presenting to you all, like it ties into what I was decided I wanted to present to you all, we wanted to talk about. But on today, I was looking into some other things, and like, it opened up a floodgates of a whole lot of other things. Okay, so yeah. So I just want to say that the information that I'm going to share with you all today is definitely going to be controversial. Okay. It may ruffle some feathers. Okay. It may piss off some people's demons, and it may rub some people the wrong way. Okay. I'm exercising my rights of freedom of speech to share this with you all. And I'm not doing so in a cocky, arrogant, conceited type of way or anything like that, because a lot of this, I am as much surprised as you all would be when I tell you all this, okay? But yeah, because it's definitely some brainwash people, dumb down people, mind controlled people in the world that is going to hear this message, hear this reading, and likely completely lose their shit. Okay. And make I'm some, some I don't even know, some type of I don't even know. You know how people take things and run with it and go on. They're liable to think I'm some type of precursor to the Antichrist or something. But I tell you, I'll share these things with you all, guys. Okay, but that is really not true. And I asked for permission to even share this with you all, especially when I got the extra information, because I'm like, oh wow, like this is going like this will cause an upheaval. Like they allowed us in the lynch mob. I mean, for this one, okay. So I wanted to make sure I had the permission to share this with you all, okay. And so Spirit is leading me to share these messages with you all, guys. We are going to get into this topic. It literally started off with like wordplay, okay, with a couple words, okay. And it's like 4 main words that can come out of the words that is going to be used, okay. The key word is devil, okay. But you have evil, live, devil, lived, okay. Evil spelled backwards is live. Devil spelled backwards is lived, okay. That's how this project started off for me. That was like number one. I wrote that down and I started building from there. Okay. And this really kind of stems from, kind of piggybacks off of the reading that I did for you all that I entitled LSD. Okay. And most of you all know LSD as being this drug, okay, which ties into a lot of other things. But I broke LSD down as Lucifer, Satan, Devil, okay. And I did that reading I think it was last week. I did that, and we talked about that, and we broke down the LSD, meaning Lucifer, Satan, Devil, but it's also a drug, okay, that the CIA once used in their research of mind control when they were doing mind control on people and different things like that. And a lot of their different human experimentations and different things that they were doing at that time. So we went through that, okay? So this kind of piggybacks from that, with the main topic being the devil, okay? And it actually, the devil is the main source, but technically the devil is the last source, but because the devil stems from other sources, which we're going to talk about as well, guys, okay? And the reason why I decided to do this is because, like I said, it piggybacks from that other reading, okay? And so because I began to think about the LSD, Lucifer, Satan, Devil, okay? And most people assume that that all three means the same thing and it's the same person. And that's how this project started, okay? And so I began to study and research and put things together and figure things out and break things down, okay, to present you all with today's message, guys, okay? And so we're going to get into it, guys, right after this. Okay, guys, so as you can see on your screen, this is the sculpture of Lucifer, okay? And you don't have to necessarily take my word for it, okay? And so one of the reasons why I started thinking about this and looking into this, okay, is because in the Christian church, when I was younger, like, I've always been highly intuitive. So there was always things that didn't sit right with me that were being said. And one of the things I noticed about the Christian church is they will use God, Jesus, Lucifer, devil, and Satan all in the same sentence and run it all together and make it seem like they're all the same person. Okay, that's how it came off. Okay, and all of those are supposed to be different characters. Okay, well, except for Lucifer. When it comes to Lucifer, Satan, devil, they told you that was all the same person. You understand what I'm saying? And so there were other things that would stick out to me. Okay, if you go and look up images of Christ and look up images of Lucifer, they look identical, okay? And they're also holding up the same hand signs and symbolisms on some images with the as above, so below type of symbolisms and different things like that as well, okay? And so it just was a lot of different things that would stick out. But then, there's things that's the obvious, okay? Because I always found it eerily hypocritical for Christians to basically speak against and denounce things like mystical things, magical things, otherworldly type of things, but the Bible is riddled with magic, okay? They will tell you things that humanly is impossible, okay? They told you that a virgin got pregnant without having sex, okay? They told you that Christ took two uh, fish and one loaf of bread and fed a whole army of people, basically. They told you that the sea was split in half where you could literally walk through it without getting wet. They told you that, water was turned into wine. Okay. They told you, you know what I'm saying? All of that would have had to been conquered, would have been done by way of magic. Okay. Um, they also told you about, when Christ exorcised demons out of people, characters like Mary Magdalene and different things like that. He was going around saving souls and different things like that, or what have you. Um, that is, you have to have either some type of mystical, magical power or supernatural power in an effort to do that. Some type of healing ability in some type, in an effort to do that. You understand what I'm saying? But they contradict themselves all the time. There's a lot of other things, okay? A lot of other stories that was told. There's a lot of other things that would be said, and they would contradict, themselves. And with all the hooping and hollering that they do, um, and the preaching, but they don't do a whole lot of teaching and really break down certain things or what have you. Okay. Plus, there's the controversy around the fact that the Bible is man written. Okay, it was rewritten by man, and even if you look it up and Google it or whatever, it makes it seems like, oh yeah, well, it was rewritten in modern times to translate to different people's languages for their understanding, and some things were altered and changed, put in, left out to go along to coincide with certain people's cultures. Okay, that makes it fabricated. That makes it that makes it or even forged. That makes it even uh, what's the word, plagiarized in some type of way. Okay. um and who has seen the original Bible and would have been able to read its language to rewrite its content? Okay, and then who are you to leave things out and add things in? If there was an original Bible, it should have been left as is. Okay, and um, been depicted as the contents were. Not take things out that you wanted to take out because they didn't coincide and align with your beliefs and what what you were forcing human beings to know about certain things or what have you. So it's just a whole lot of controversy around all of it. Okay. And so I wanted to go into this after I did the LSD video and I broke down Lucifer, Satan, the devil. Okay. And the reason why we got into that for more than one reason, because I told you all in that video that here on earth, they push a lot of demonic things. Okay. From the industry to those in power and those wealthy and elites. Okay, the signs and symbolisms is everywhere. You can clearly tell that they are worshiping something dark, something sinister, something malevolent, or something like that, or what have you. And so this is being implemented into the world that we lived in. It's being pushed on cultures of people all over the world, okay, and different things without them standing up and matter of factly saying, they worship Lucifer as their god, or that they worship Lucifer as the god of this earth and different things like that, or what have you. And so that's what I was telling you in the other and how I ended up breaking down the LSD, Lucifer, Satan, devil, or what have you. Okay, and then it ties into, they want you to believe that all of these different names are the same person. Okay, and so this is how I got to the point of deciding of researching and presenting to you all that they're actually all different beings, okay? And I literally broke down the context of it all, guys, okay? And so what you're seeing now is Lucifer. We're going to start with Lucifer, guys, okay? Because everybody else, everything else stems from Lucifer, or what you have been told or learned about Lucifer, guys, okay? Now Lucifer is an archangel, okay? um Lucifer is always depicted as this very handsome, very attractive man, okay? But Lucifer was actually, Lucifer, well, first of all, Lucifer was said to be one of God's most beautiful, most talented angels, okay? But Lucifer wasn't called beautiful for I mean, Lucifer, you know, which has always been depicted as attractive or what have you, but that's not why Lucifer was called beautiful. Lucifer was called beautiful. If you all did not know, all of the archangels are males, okay? All of the archangels are men. Um, so Lucifer was called beautiful because Lucifer was born a man with female genitalia, okay? So, and this is the reason why you see Lucifer, all the images of Lucifer, you see Lucifer with the legs closed, or even nude images of Lucifer that you can find, the leg is risen up to a level where you can't see the genitals, okay? And that's because Lucifer had a vagina. This is how Lucifer was able to procreate with itself, okay? But Lucifer, all other attributes of Lucifer was male, okay? But Lucifer, this is Lucifer in human form, okay? Lucifer is an archangel, okay? And he's also a twin. His brother is Archangel Michael, okay? So this is Lucifer in his human form, okay? We're going to go into some other things, okay? And when we get into the spirit reading and different things like that or what have you, but Lucifer basically, this is Lucifer's human form. Let me just put it like that, okay? But God is extraterrestrial, okay? So we're talking about extraterrestrial beings. So it was extraterrestrials that created human beings, guys, okay? So what you call God, okay, and different things like that are actual, like, extraterrestrial beings, whether you want to say extraterrestrial or alien. They are not human, okay? They created humans, okay? And so this is Lucifer in Lucifer's human form. But like I said, Lucifer is an archangel. So if you look at this depiction of Lucifer, Lucifer looks like a regular man, okay? Has a regular man, human-like body. He does have wings or what have you, because he can fly. He's an angel and different things like that. But you know what I'm saying? He has a human form, a human body. Okay, guys? This is Lucifer. Okay? And as you can see here, you see the legs crossed here, or what have you. You can't see the genitals or whatever's on the outside looking in. You would just assume that Lucifer is a man. But the reason why this is important, because and the other thing I want to share with you all, you see how Lucifer is like this, it's depicted as like this pale color or white color, okay? There's like three main colors that is used in Satanism, devil worship, or what have you. And each one of the characters, Lucifer, Satan, the devil, they have their own character. I mean, their own color. So Lucifer is white, okay? The color white, okay? As you can see here. This is Satan, okay? Satan, also known as the Baphomet, is the color black, okay? So let's go back real quick so you'll understand. You see Lucifer looking like a regular man in human form, right? You don't see Satan. Satan, only when you get to Satan, do Satan have and I'm gonna tell you the different features. Let me go back real quick, okay? So when it comes to Lucifer, Lucifer is you can say pale or you can say the color white, okay? Lucifer is also a shapeshifter because he has extraterrestrial. He comes from extraterrestrial DNA, so he's actually a hybrid. He's half extraterrestrial. He's a shapeshifter between extraterrestrial and human. Okay, we know that Lucifer is an archangel. Okay, and Lucifer was born a hermaphrodite. Okay, he has all male features, but he has a vagina. Okay, so he has a male body, and he has. If you notice, Lucifer does not have breasts here, right? Lucifer, that's because, and his legs is always closed. That's because Lucifer has a vagina. Okay, and Lucifer has wings. Okay, now I'm gonna break down how these different characters came about in just a minute. This is Satan, also known as the Baphomet. Satan is depicted as the color black. Okay, he has extraterrestrial genes. He's half human, half beast. Okay, hybrid. Okay, now Lucifer, remember, is a shapeshifter, but he's half human, has extraterrestrial. Satan is half human, half beast. And hybrid serpent shapeshifter. Okay, Satan is an offspring of Lucifer, y'all. Okay, Lucifer gave birth to Satan. Okay, Satan, the Baphomet, is also a hermaphrodite. Okay, but Satan has breasts. If you notice, this is where the breasts come in at. Okay, let's go back to Lucifer. Lucifer didn't have breasts. You see Lucifer's hand in his lap and his legs closed. That's because Lucifer was born with a vagina and other male, and then the rest of him is male features. But when he birthed Satan, Satan was born a hermaphrodite as well. But Satan, also known as the Baphomet, he has a penis, but he has women's breasts. Okay. His other features, he has the goat head. Okay, so he has the Satan, okay, also known as the Baphomet, is a hermaphrodite, but instead of him having a vagina, he has breasts. Okay, so he's got a male body and female breasts. He's got the goat head. He has wings, horns, and hooves, okay, which is basically like the feet of a goat. Okay, so he's got the head of a goat, the feet of a goat. He's got horns. He's got wings, okay, and he's got the pointy ears like the goat, like, well, basically a goat's head. Okay, this is Satan, guys. Okay, also known as the Baphomet. Okay, so that's him here, and this is also another image of him here. Okay, this is the devil. If you notice, the devil is depicted as red. Okay, the devil is half human, half beast. Okay, he's a half human, half beast hybrid. The devil, like I said, is half human, half beast. He has the horns, he has the hooves, but if you notice now, he has a tail. He has pointed ears, and he has a pitchfork. Okay, so recap: the devil is red, Satan is black, and Lucifer is white. That's the reason why those are the three main colors. One of the three main colors that you see in Satanism, especially the black and the red. Okay, now let me break this down to you all. Okay, Lucifer. Okay, and this is going to tie into, well, let me just break this down, okay? The chain of events, guys, okay? Lucifer mated with a goat, okay? And that's how he birthed, Lucifer mated with a goat, and that's how he birthed Satan. This is the reason why Satan is half human, half goat, half human, half beast. And because Lucifer was a hermaphrodite, he also got the breast. But Lucifer had a vagina, a girl's vagina, okay? Satan had a girl's breast, okay? Satan mated with a human and created the devil. This is the reason why the devil is half human and half beast. Okay, so there's a very slim strand here, but the extraterrestrial DNA, like Lucifer had full strand of extraterrestrial DNA and them. Okay, Satan had extraterrestrial genes because of whom he was birthed from. Okay, and by the time you trickle down to the devil, you know what I'm saying? It's a small strand in there or what have you, but you see how all these different, if they were all the same person, they would not all be depicted as different characters, different beings, guys. Okay, so like I said, Lucifer made it with a goat. Okay, and he gave birth to Satan. Satan made it with a human and he gave birth to the devil. Okay, and if you notice, by the time you get to the devil does not have those the devil does not have those other traits that Lucifer and the devil has. Okay, he just have human, have beast. He has the horns, the hooves, the tails, the pointed ears, the pitchfork. Okay, now this is the reason those who worship Lucifer, they indulge in sodomy and bestiality. Okay, because Lucifer partook in bestiality, and that's how Lucifer gave birth to Satan, from bestiality. Okay, so this is the reason why those who worship Lucifer, they indulge in sodomy and bestiality, okay, as well as they embrace, this is also the reason why they embrace transgenders, hermaphrodites, and homosexuality the way they do. And that's not to put transgenders, hermaphrodites, or people who are homosexual on the spot here, but I'm just telling you how persons in power, authority, leadership, rulership, the industry, how all of this intertwines with one another, okay? I'm not putting people who are if you made a conscious decision that you want to be transgender, or if you were born a hermaphroditic, because hermaphrodites are born that way, okay? They don't trans into anything. They are born the way that they are, okay? And people who are homosexual are just people who have decided, made a conscious decision to be to like the same sex, okay? Transgenders change their sex from one sex to another, okay? So this is not to put them on blast. I'm just bringing those persons up because this is how persons in power in the industry and so forth tie these things together, okay? And how it stems from Lucifer, okay? But Lucifer is not a transgender. Lucifer was born a hermaphrodite, okay? The Baphomet, Satan, was born a hermaphrodite, okay? So these are all three different characters. You have the devil, Satan, also known as the Baphomet, and you have Lucifer, okay? So that's what I've been working on, guys, to share with you all, guys, okay? And I really kind of thought it was going to pretty much end there. I was going to share that with you all. I was going to do a reading for y'all into the devil, okay? Because like I said, I did a little bit of wordplay with evil, devil, and lived, okay? All of those words, you know, basically they can be twisted, turned, and read forwards, backwards, and, you know, create another word. Evil spelled backwards is live. Devil spelled backwards is lived, okay? And so this is how I was able to break this down from there, guys, okay? So, honey, at this point, I'm supposed to go into the reading for you all, guys, okay? And it's what we're getting ready to do, guys. But I did a bit of a spirit reading before I got started, guys, okay? And some of the information I knew and some of the information I am completely flabbergasted by. I could have cried. I felt like I wanted to cry, okay? And this is the part that may ruffle some feathers, okay? Because I'm here to tell you all that we have been grossly lied to and bamboozled about a lot of things that we have been told, guys. Okay, and we're gonna do the spirit reading, and I'm gonna share those things with you all. Okay. Um, well, let me just tell you what Spirit told me first. Okay, the messages that I got. Spirit told me that Lucifer was never cast out of heaven. Spirit told me Lucifer was never cast out. Okay, because we were made to believe that Lucifer was cast out and came down to planet Earth to rule planet Earth. Lucifer was never cast out. Okay, and this is the reason why people that is into Luciferianism or what have you, when they throw up the letter L with their fingers, is pointing up because Lucifer is up. You don't understand what I'm saying? With the rest of the archangels, God or whatever, Lucifer wasn't ever casted out, is what Spirit told me. Guys, so when I got that information, I asked was because I broke down the different things about the devil and Satan. Okay, I asked, was the devil both Satan and the devil are here on Earth? Okay, if I'm not mistaken, one is on Earth, one is beneath Earth. Okay, or underground or what have you. So Spirit told me that Lucifer is not on Earth. Spirit told me. Okay. Spirit also told me that humans were created by extraterrestrial beings. Spirit also told me that there is not a single God. There is not one God, Almighty God, one God. There are multiple gods. There were gods, multiple gods came together and created human beings. Okay? This is going to piss you off. Spirit told me that this is why people are going to die for lack of knowledge. Spirit told me every religion on planet Earth is false. Spirit told me plain and simply that every religion, and I went through all of them. I said Christianity, I said Buddhist, I said Muslim. Spirit said they're all false. I swear to God, I have no reason to lie. I'm not against anybody's particular religion or beliefs. You can believe in what you want. This is not some attack on anybody else's beliefs. I'm telling you the message that I got. I'm just telling you out right now, but I'm going to do a spirit read again because I want you to see up close and personal the message that I get, the answer that I get. Spirit told me that every religion, that religion was fabricated. That religion was created by man, human beings. Spirit told me there is no hell. Spirit told me there is no heaven. Spirit told me there is no heaven beyond space. This is the reason why NASA has shot off all kind of rockets to space, and not damn time that they supposedly went up to space. Nobody said, "Oh, we passed by the pearly gates of heaven while we was up there." Spirit said there is no heaven. Spirit said that there are. Spirit said that when people die, they go to other like dimensions, other worlds. Okay. Spirit told me there are portals on Earth. Spirit told me that that there are other beings on this earth. Okay, other living beings on this earth. Spirit told me that there are other living beings on other planets. There are several other living species, beings that are not human. Okay. Spirit told me that there are other realms, other dimensions, other worlds. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out. I'm pausing because I'm trying to think of what else I asked. Spirit. I asked Spirit if people, I asked Spirit, if people die and go to hell, and Spirit told me no. Ironically, Spirit told me no. Now get this, y'all. I asked Spirit, is there a Jesus Christ? Spirit told me no. There was never, Spirit told me there was never any being, any character named Jesus Christ. Spirit told me that there was not a Jesus Christ that was crucified either on a tree or a cross. Spirit told me that there is no Virgin Mary. Spirit told me that all the characters of the Bible are made up, created. Spirit told me that the Bible was was from the beginning, even its original context, when it was first written, it was written by human beings. Okay? Spirit told me there is no set religion. Not like a particular religion that people are supposed to be like the gods didn't have a particular religion. Okay, Spirit told me that the ancient Egyptian gods and goddesses are from the seed of Satan. Okay, this is the reason why a lot of the ancient Egyptian gods and goddesses, if you look at the Stonehenge and different things like that, many of them are depicted as half human, half animals. Same way Satan was, Baphomet was. See how he's depicted as half human, half goat? If you look at a lot of the ancient Egyptians, they were half animal, half human as well. That's because they come from the seed of Satan. Okay? What else did I ask? Spirit told me that yeah. So I was talking about Christ. So Spirit told me that there was no Jesus Christ. I asked Spirit, was there a Son of God? Spirit says no, there is no Son of God. I even went as far as to say, because I thought maybe Spirit was saying, no, there's not Christ, and no, Christ is not the Son of God. So I asked Spirit, I said, well, is Lucifer the Son of God? Spirit said no. There is no Son of God. Who they have also deemed as Christ. They're supposed to be like this ruler for God that you're supposed to go through to get to God. Because there isn't any one God. There's multiple gods that came together to create human beings. We have been grossly lied to. These people literally created religions and made this shit up to scare people, bully people into submission so that you would conform and obey. So they can impose their rules, regulations, and bylaws upon you and force you to comply without you rebelling. This is what Spirit told me. I swear for Lord on my life, I would never come on here and say anything blasphemous towards anybody in particular, like on some type of hateful type of. I'm not that type of person. I have no reason at all to maliciously say anything, do anything, come on here, make things up. This not for clout. This not for, click, shares, likes, views. I am a messenger. I'm led by Spirit. And this is a part of my calling and my divine mission. And I was given permission to tell you all this. But you can do your own research. That's what I tell y'all anyway, is to get you all back in the mindset of thinking for yourself. We have already been blindly, blissfully ignorant our entire lives. From the moment you were born, you have done nothing but follow the rules, regulations, and bylaws of somebody else. We ignorantly believed our elders and the leaders of the world and assumed that they was telling us the truth about everything that they were telling us. And they lied to our fucking face. From your elders to your family, to your teachers, to your preachers, to your leaders, they have all lied. See, what I'm telling you right now, the Masons and every one of these people that's in these cults and secret societies, they know this. This is the type of knowledge that they don't get until they are higher fucking ranking in their secret society. Every pastor knows this. And they are ushering their congregation to the slaughter after robbing you blind in tithes and offerings that nobody nowhere told you that you had to fucking pay. Why? Because your Bible is a lie. It was written by man. And it was done so to control you, to conform you, to bully you into submission. That's what Spirit told me. Now, I'm not telling you there aren't any gods. That's not what I'm saying. I just told you that archangels exist. I just told you that gods exist and they are extraterrestrial. So I'm not stomping on nobody's parade here and saying ain't no gods, ain't no angels, nothing like that. Spirit confirmed to me not only angels are real, but fairies are real and all other kind of mystical creatures and beings that most of y'all would likely deny and be like, Some of the very people who believe in a Holy Spirit, a Holy Ghost, in the same breath tell you that they don't believe in the paranormal and ghosts and spirits is of the devil. And they're also the same people who will completely deny that things like fairies and spirit beings and different things like that don't exist. They contradict their damn self. They don't listen to the words that come out of their own damn mouth. You can't tell me in one breath that you believe in a Holy Spirit, which is a ghost, a spirit, okay? But you don't believe in a paranormal. And you don't believe that there are any other beings. Even when it goes into extraterrestrial, do you know how many people who claim to be Christians and don't believe that there are extraterrestrial life forms? So you just think that you was made out of what? Air? Dust? Dirt? Like, I guess the wind got to blowing real hard and it dust up, it made a windstorm with all the dust and the dirt and then it formed a human. Another thing, Spirit told me the Garden of Eden does not exist, did not happen. The story of the Garden of Eden with Adam and Eve and the forbidden tree with the forbidden fruit and them being tempted by the serpent, Spirit says it's a lie. I'm just a messenger. All I was supposed to do with this project when I first started this project is break down to you all that Lucifer, Satan, and the devil was different people, different characters. That's all I was going to do. And we were going to do a little reading, okay, on it. And we're going to wrap this thing up. Spirit said, I need you to know this. Because I was done. I was done researching, looking. I got the images that I wanted to use to present to you all and everything. And some told me to go in my living room to my desk and do a spirit reading real quick and just ask Spirit some softball questions. Well, Spirit gave me some softball damn answers. And I'm like, what? I'm just as appalled as y'all. I'm just as appalled as y'all. But that's what's going on here, yo. That's what's going on here. And so for you not to have to take my word for it, like I'm just being ignorantly blasphemous in this thing, we're going to do a spirit reading. And we're going to go through everything that I just told you. We're going to ask Spirit and we're going to get an answer directly. Okay, and then if Spirit want me to pull some cards on the subject matter, then we'll do that. Okay, guys. So let's get into that right after this. Okay, y'all. So let's get into this thing and get the spirit reading done for you all. Hopefully, you all will be able to see. Let me see. I want to put this so you can see. Okay, guys. I think I'm trying to get this the right way for you so y'all can see, guys. Okay. So as you can see, this is a regular spirit board, guys. Okay. So if it rocks forwards and backwards, it's a yes. If it rocks left to right, it's a no. If it rocks any other way, this tells me to check again. And this today, it tells it's a possibly. Okay. This is a regular spirit board. Okay. Okay, and the rest of what you see is like the days of the week, the zodiac signs, numbers, letters, the alphabet, and the months, guys. Okay, so just a regular spirit board I'm using here, guys. So as I said, if you see it rock like this, that's a yes. Okay, and if you see it rock like this, that is a no. Okay. So I really prefer, I like doing this where you can see, I'm usually at my desk. I'm actually in my room right now, guys. But I usually prefer doing this where you can see my whole hand. So you know there's no trickery, no, no trick of anything or what have you guys, okay? If it takes a little long for me to get, sometimes when I ask questions, I'll get a direct answer like right away or what have you. But if not, oftentimes you'll hear me ask questions in a sequence of 3. Okay. And then sometimes I need to wait on an answer. Okay. Because this is controlled by spirit. Okay. So sometimes you may just see it kind of shaking. You won't see it shaking that fast, that hard, or whatever. So sometimes it's kind of shaking like that until it gives you an answer or what have you guys. Okay. So I have a list of questions here, guys. A lot of things of these questions I already went through with you all, guys. I'm doing this for the purposes of you seeing me do this. Okay. Let me see, can't I lift this up some for you all to see? Okay, guys, so hopefully this is not my normal camera angle, guys, how I normally do things, okay? So let's get started, guys, okay? Again, if it rocks forwards and backwards, it's a yes. Left to right, it is a no, guys, okay? Also, the other thing that I didn't ask you, well, I'm going to put that as the first question here or what have you. I did ask Spirit if Lucifer was evil, okay? Spirit did tell me that Lucifer is technically considered evil. But the stories that you've been told about Lucifer being cast out of heaven, Spirit told me that that was a lie. That Lucifer is still in heaven, but Lucifer is isolated. Okay, like well, first of all, Spirit told me there isn't a heaven. It's not called. I feel like the word heaven humans came up with. Okay, it's wherever the spiritual beings are, a particular realm, a particular another world. However you want to see it or what have you, that's where they are. Okay, on another, a particular planet, something like that or what have you. Lucifer is like isolated and like in solitude, isolate, like what I'm saying, almost like basically Lucifer, I feel like was shunned, but Lucifer wasn't cast out. You know what I'm saying? The story that we've been told made it seem like, oh, Lucifer was cast out, kicked out, couldn't be in heaven anymore, kicked out of heaven for being prideful and disobedient or blasphemous or something like that or what have you. So the story, we were told that he was cast out of heaven down to earth to roam the earth to seek whom he may devour, type of thing. This is what we were told. So Spirit did tell me that Lucifer is evil. Okay, but and from what I understand, Lucifer is in like solitude, is in isolation. Lucifer was rejected. Lucifer went through some type of rejection. And then there were some other things that I got about Lucifer, which we're going to get to in just a minute or what have you. But Lucifer was not in fact cast out. Lucifer, however, is like isolated in a particular realm of its own, but it's not on earth. Okay, guys, so let's start this off real quick, guys. Hold on. I don't like this. I don't like how this is positioned. It's tilted. It's not giving me the balance that I want. Like, hold on, guys. I'm trying to get this. Okay. Because it seemed like it was leaning. I wanted it to be like kind of flattened down some. Okay. So let's see. Spirit, angels, guardian angels from the spirit universe that come in peace, that come in love, that come in light. Most High God, divine ancestors, Holy Spirit universe, please give me clear and accurate messages as it relates to our topic today in reference to Lucifer, Satan, and the devil. I block, bind, and I rebuke all evil, wicked, demonic entities, deities, forces, and beings that can be transmitted to clarity in this reading. I block, bind, and I rebuke any evil eyes, monitoring spirits, or demonic projections that is being directed towards me, my home, my workplace, in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I ask that you reverse that negative energy and you send it back to its rightful senders. So might it be. I block, bind, and I rebuke any and all witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, voodoo, hoodoo, hex, curses, spells, evil eyes, santerias, root work, or any other forms of dark arts that is being directed towards me or my work. I ask you to reverse it back to its senders immediately. Okay, Spirit, we are now ready. Sometimes when you see me asking a question, like if the question is long, like if I have to like a long question, you'll see me hold this down. Okay. This is still not doing what I needed to do. I'm still like leaning in some type of way. I think you all can see it though. It should be fine. You'll see me hold this down, okay, until I get done answering the question, and then I'll lift it up, okay? Y'all, this is bothering me, okay? I have this. I thought this would be better. I put this type of, like, I got my notebook thing under here thinking that it would somehow, maybe I should put that and it'll give it like a flatter type of surface, like, okay? Hopefully that's better. Maybe. We'll see. Spirit, it's today, Friday, August 29th, 2025, here on planet Earth. It's today, August 29th, 2025, here on planet Earth. It's today, August 29th, 2025, here on planet Earth, Spirit. That is a yes, guys, okay? Spirit, is today, is it currently midnight? Is it currently midnight where I reside in Arkansas right now? You see it start rocking in a different direction. That is a no, guys, okay? So those are the opening questions I usually ask, just to make sure that I am dealing with a spirit, usually an archangel, gives me the messages that I'm seeking when I do readings like this. When I'm doing a regular spirit reading, it's usually one of my archangels that's answering the questions for me, okay? It's different if I'm doing like a mediumship reading or something like that, because I'm speaking directly to persons who have crossed over and different things like that, okay? But when I do regular spirit readings, I'm speaking with, so we get that understood, okay? I'm speaking with an archangel, okay? Spirit, is Lucifer evil? Is Archangel Lucifer evil? Is Archangel Lucifer considered evil? It's a yes, guys. Spirit, is Lucifer, Satan, and the devil the same being? Is Lucifer, Satan, and the devil the same being? That is a no. Spirit, did Lucifer fall from heaven? Did Lucifer fall from heaven? Did Lucifer fall from heaven? That is a no, okay? So if, like, you know how the previous question that I asked, if Lucifer, Satan, and the devil was the same, and I got a no, and the next question that I asked, if Lucifer fell from heaven, is a no as well. It'll keep rocking in the same direction, okay? And so when it's going to do that, you'll hear me ask the question like 3 times just to make sure the pendulum doesn't want to change up and go in a different direction, okay, guys? Okay, so we have Spirit is confirming that Archangel Lucifer is evil. Spirit is saying that Lucifer, Satan, and the devil are not the same characters, okay, as we have been told or made to believe. Spirit is saying that Lucifer did not fall from heaven, okay? Spirit, does Archangel Lucifer have a twin? Archangel Michael. Is Archangel Michael twins with Archangel Lucifer? That is a yes. Is Archangel Michael considered good, Spirit? Is Archangel Michael considered good? Yes. Okay, guys. So they kind of have like between like Archangel Michael and Archangel Lucifer, they are twins. One is considered good and one is considered evil. What other story have you heard like that? Cain and Abel. Okay. Type of thing going on between them. Okay. Spirit, was Lucifer cast out of heaven? Was Lucifer cast out of heaven, Spirit? Was Lucifer cast out of heaven? That is a no, guys. Okay? Spirit, is Lucifer here on Earth? Is Lucifer on planet Earth? No. Spirit, is the devil on planet Earth? Is the devil on planet Earth or beneath planet Earth? Yes. Is Satan on planet Earth or beneath planet Earth, Spirit? Yes. Spirit, is there only one Almighty God? Is there only one Almighty God? The Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. Is there only one Almighty God? That is a no, guys. Are there multiple gods, Spirit? Are there multiple gods or more than one God? Yes. Do these gods come together and create human beings? Yes. Okay. Spirit, are gods extraterrestrials or what we know as aliens? Are gods extraterrestrial beings? Yes. Spirit, are there other living beings who are not human? Are there other living beings who are not human? Yes. Are there any extraterrestrial or alien beings on planet Earth? Are there any extraterrestrial or alien beings who are on planet Earth, Spirit? Yes. Are there any extraterrestrials or unhuman beings on other planets? Are there any extraterrestrials, aliens, or unhuman beings on other planets? That is a yes. Okay. Spirit, are angels both human and extraterrestrial? Are angels both human and extraterrestrials? Yes. Spirit, are the ancient Egyptian gods and goddesses seeds of Satan's bloodline? Are the ancient Egyptian gods, goddesses, seeds of Satan's bloodline? Or what we know as the Baphomet as well. Yes. So so Spirit is saying that that the ancient Egyptian gods and goddesses, they are seeds of Satan, aka Baphomet's bloodline. Okay. Okay, let's see where I'm at. Spirit, is there a being named Jesus Christ? Is there a being that is named Jesus Christ? Is there a holy being named Jesus Christ? No. Has there ever been a being named Jesus Christ? No. Is there a Son of God? Is there a Son of God, Spirit? No. Was Jesus Christ crucified on a cross or a tree? No. Is there a Virgin Mary who conceived Jesus by being impregnated by God without having sex? Is there a such character as the name or that is called the Virgin Mary, who conceived Jesus by being impregnated by God without having sex? No. Is there a heaven, God, or Spirit? Is there a heaven? Is there a such a place called heaven? No. Was the word heaven created by man? Was the word heaven created by man? Yes. Is there a such thing as a hell, Spirit? Is there a hell? Is there a such thing as a hell? No. Was the word hell created by man? Yes. Spirit, do sinners die and go to hell and burn for all of eternity? Do sinners die and go to hell and burn for all of eternity? No. Spirit, when people die, do they go to other realms or worlds? When people die on planet Earth, do they go to other realms or worlds? Yes. Are there other worlds, dimensions, realms, or and portals, Spirit? Are there other worlds, dimensions, realms, and portals? Yes. Is time travel possible, Spirit? Is it possible to time travel? Is time travel possible? Yes. Okay, guys. So, quick recap. Spirit is saying Lucifer is evil, that Lucifer, Satan, and the devil are different beings. They are not the same. Spirit is saying that Lucifer did not fall from heaven, was not cast out of heaven. Lucifer is not on earth. However, the devil and both Satan are here on earth. Okay. Spirit is saying that there is not only, we have been told that there's one almighty God. There's actually multiple gods. And these multiple gods are the same gods that created human beings, and they are extraterrestrials. Okay. Spirit is saying that there are living beings who are not human. Okay. And the Spirit is saying that there's life on other planets as well as other realms and worlds. Okay. Spirit said that angels are both human and extraterrestrial. They can shapeshift between both. Okay. Spirit is saying that ancient Egyptian gods and goddesses are seeds of Satan's bloodline. Okay. Spirit also said that there is not a being named Jesus Christ who is the Son of God. Okay. Spirit is also saying that Jesus Christ was not crucified on a cross or a tree. Spirit also says that there is no Virgin Mary who conceived Jesus by being impregnated by God without having sex. Okay. Spirit is saying there's no such thing as a heaven or a hell. Both of those words were made up. Those are terms that was made up by human beings, persons in power and leadership and authority. Okay. Spirit is saying that sinners don't die and go to hell. Okay. And burn for all eternity, like we were told. Okay. Spirit is saying that when people die, they do go to other realms of some kind. Okay. Spirit is confirming that there are other worlds, other dimensions, other realms, as well as portals. Okay. And some of these portals are here on earth. There's portals in the sky, there's portals in the air, there's portals in the water, there's portals all over. Okay. Spirit is saying that time travel is possible as well, guys. Okay. Spirit, did leaders in power create religion in an effort to control humans? Did wealthy elite leaders in power create religion for the sole purpose of controlling humans? Yes. Is any practiced religion on earth accurate or righteous, Spirit? Is there any practiced religion on earth that is accurate, correct, or righteous? Is there any practiced religion on earth that is accurate or righteous? That is a no, guys. Is there any practiced religion on earth that is accurate, correct, or righteous? No. Spirit, was religion created by leaders and rulers, wealthy elite in power? Was religion created by them? Was religion created by wealthy leaders and rulers to control humans? Yes. Okay. So from an actual religion to the word religion was created by wealthy elite persons in power. Real quick, if y'all want me, I know different people are of different religions, and you may be wondering for sure about your religion. Okay, hold on just for a minute. I'm typing something in, guys. Okay, so if y'all want to see what this is, so it's no funny business. I just typed in because I'm not sure of everybody's religion. I know about Christianity, Hinduism, Buddhism, and some of those, but I don't know about all of them because it's so many different ones. Okay, so real quick, Spirit, is Christianity a righteous and accurate religion? Is Christianity a righteous and accurate religion? Is Christianity a righteous and accurate religion? That is a no. Is Islam a righteous and accurate religion, Spirit? Is Islam a righteous and accurate religion? Is Hinduism a righteous and accurate religion? All of these it's still rocking no, guys. Is Hinduism an accurate and righteous religion? That is a no. Is Buddhism a righteous religion? Is Sikhism, I think, a righteous? Is Judaism, Judaism? I think I'm saying it right. Is that a righteous, accurate religion? Spirit. What about the Church of Satan? Or is it I think it's called that, the Church of Satan? Is that a righteous and accurate religion? No. And there's others on this list, guys, that I cannot pronounce. It almost looks like it's in a whole nother. I'm seeing Baha'i faith. Is Baha'i faith a righteous, accurate religion, Spirit? No. I've never even heard of that. I don't even know if I pronounced it right. You got Confiscation, Shinto, Taoism, and y'all, it's some, I ain't never even heard of those before, okay? But I just wanted to do that real quick for those who wondered about your own personal religion. Spirit, what about Muslims? I think that ties into Islam, right? Muslims. Do Muslim has an accurate and righteous religion, Spirit? Do your Muslims have an accurate and righteous religion? No. Are Mormons living accurately and righteously, Spirit? No. Okay. Yeah. So Spirit is saying that there is no practice, religion on this earth that is accurate and righteous. So no matter what culture you are, where you come from, what we have been fed, what we have been raised to believe, what we have been told about religion is false in itself, Spirit is saying. It's crazy. Spirit, are pastors false prophets? Are pastors false prophets of these religions? Are there pastors who are false prophets of these false religions? Yes. Spirit is saying yes. These pastors are false prophets of their religions, because Spirit is saying their religions is not accurate or righteous. Thus, you're not telling your congregation the truth. Okay, is why they're seen as false prophets. Okay. Spirit, was there a first coming of Christ? Was there any type of first coming of Christ that ever occurred? Can you give me a clear answer, Spirit? Was there any first coming of Christ? No. Will there be a second coming of Christ, Spirit? No. Did Christ rise from the dead after 3 days, Spirit? Did Christ rise from the dead to walk the earth again after 3 days? No. Spirit, will humans be raptured and saved upon a great end on earth? Will there be humans that are raptured and saved upon a great end on earth? No. Spirit, do you promise your people everlasting life to those who are saints? Do you promise everlasting life to saints, Spirit? No. Are there any chosen ones on earth, Spirit? Are there any chosen ones that are on earth, Spirit? Are there any chosen ones that are on earth, Spirit? Yes. Spirit, is there a 144,000? Is there a such thing as your 144,000 that is here on earth? Yes. Spirit, is there a such thing as earth angels? Is there a such thing as earth angels? Yes. Okay, guys. So yeah. That concludes that. I believe I asked all the questions. Everything that I went over with you all before, and maybe even a little more. Spirit, has there ever been any alien abductions or extraterrestrial abductions of humans here on planet Earth? Has there ever been any human beings who were abducted by extraterrestrials or aliens here on Earth? Has there ever been any extraterrestrials or alienistic beings that abducted humans from Earth? Yes. Spirit, has the United States government, the wealthy elite, the satanic powers to be, the shadow government, the wickedness in high places covered up the fact that there are extraterrestrial beings in this world? Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, is there a such thing? Is there a such thing as an antichrist? Is there a such thing as an antichrist? Yes. Is the antichrist created by man? Is that something that persons in power came up with? Wealthy elites and rulers come up with the term antichrist? Are they planning? That's a yes, guys. Are they planning to usher in their antichrist at some point in time, Spirit? That is a yes. Spirit, are there reptilians, draconians, humanoids, or any other type of extraterrestrial or shape-shifting beings here on planet Earth? Yes. Is that the reason why 800,000 to 1 million children go missing every year, because they're being consumed by these beings, the demonic forces? Are all the children, are all the people that go missing, especially the children, are they being consumed, Spirit, by demons that's here on this earth? Demonic beings? Yes. Is that what the government is refusing to tell the people? That these children, young people that vanish into thin air and go missing are actually being consumed? That's the reason there's no real effort to find them. Yes. They're being consumed. They're being eaten. Okay? Because there's demonic beings here on this earth. There are extraterrestrial beings here on this earth. And just like you eat animals, they eat humans. Just like you drink water, they drink blood. Okay? So we're going to move right along because I got a lot of other things to share with you all, but that's what they're hiding from you all. Okay? That's what they don't want you all to know, guys. Okay? So we're going to see what other messages we get from Spirit as it relates to Lucifer, Satan, and the devil, guys. The Most High threw me for a loop today, y'all, because I legit had literally just plans on like just breaking down, the fact that Lucifer, Satan, and the devil were different characters, and we were lied to about that. But yeah, the Most High threw a monkey wrench in the game today, baby, and had me to come on with the come on, okay? Because the powers that be okay? So Spirit had me to bring y'all word on today, guys, okay? So we're going to look and see what messages we have for each individual being here, okay? So when I ask Spirit about Lucifer, I get here starlight, star bright, okay? And it's so interesting. There was somebody who I thought was my family that I knew from my past or what have you. And this person went to a church. And it's interesting because, Lucifer has been called, it has many different names. It's been called the light bringer or the bringer of the light, has also been called the morning star. And this church was called the morning star. And I was sitting up thinking about the other day, I was like, these people put the truth in plain sight. That's like a sign and symbolism that is like, in plain sight. There's a church called Morning Star, okay? And Lucifer is called Morning Star. These people are telling the congregation without telling the congregation that they're actually worshiping Lucifer. You know what I'm saying? But people are brainwashed and dumbed down, and you today putting two and two together when it's like right in your face in some places. You understand what I'm saying? And not to say anything, to be any type of way towards the people that attend that church or go to that church. I haven't been to that church since I was a kid, but just sitting up thinking about things, thinking about life and different things, and how you see signs and symbolisms be everywhere, be right in your face, and you don't know, be putting two together. I kid you not. There is a church that's called that, and Lucifer is called that. You understand what I'm saying? And people also didn't really pay attention. If you look at the images of Lucifer and you look at the images that they depicted to be Christ, they look just alike. In some portraits, they're literally holding up the same poses, the as above, so below pose, okay? They look practically identical, okay? And you have to understand that the images that they have come up with, what we can research and view, is still things that they came up with. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, so we get starlight, star bright here. Okay, why? Because Lucifer is said to be the morning star. Okay, Lucifer is also said to be. Lucifer is very gifted and talented and skilled as well, guys. Okay, this is the reason why, when it comes to your superstars and your celebrities and um, those forces is over all of that type of stuff, and that's the reason why they praise and worship the beings that they do, guys. Okay, hopefully y'all can see this. You're probably not going to be able to see everything as I put it down here, guys. Okay, so when I ask spirit other things about Lucifer, we get rejection here. So Lucifer was rejected. Okay, I also see some other things, but I only really wanted kind of two answers for each being out of the deck that I'm using now. Um, I also see that Lucifer was like alone or like in isolation or solitude somewhere where he is. He's not on Earth. He's in heaven. Okay, but he was rejected. Okay, like almost like being shunned or something, or almost like uh, yeah, just kind of like being shunned, being rejected. Okay, in a way. So I did see that. That because I have a card that says life is hard, and then I said I had a card that was talking about being alone. So it was really kind of giving me the energy like something, things is hard for Lucifer, and Lucifer is alone, but you have the protection here, and we also have angel of death here. So Lucifer is an angel of death. Okay, endured some type of rejection, but I also seen you are so beautiful. Okay, so Lucifer has always been seen as very beautiful. Okay, and I also got an extra message here. Okay, the world is run, ruled, and controlled by hate, racism, discrimination, sex violence, and Satanism. Okay, and this one to come out on Lucifer's energy here. Okay, I'm assuming that spirit that came out because maybe because of Lucifer's energy, then that is the reason why some of those things occur. Some of those evils and wickedness and different things like that occur here on Earth, guys. Okay, guys. So when I clarify Lucifer, I get organized crime, cover up, perversion, and this ties into this being itself as well as its effect on the world, the planet Earth. Okay, I'm also getting fire here. Okay, and I'm also getting male here. Okay, so this goes back to the images that I showed you, how Lucifer was in the image that I showed you of Lucifer. Lucifer was in its human form. Okay, looked like a regular man, and he just had wings or what have you. Okay, because Lucifer was actually born of a male, just like the rest of the archangels. He just happened to be born with a vagina as well, so a hermaphrodite. Okay, which was the main reason that Lucifer was said to be beautiful. Okay, a lot of organized crime is going on due to Lucifer. Okay, there's a lot of persons in power, in authority, in leadership, rulership, wealthy elite individuals who I don't know why they're they're supposed to be so big, bad, and bold, but there's so many of them that's so coward about coming out with the fact that they worship Lucifer. Okay, like it is what it is, like or what have you. So a lot of this organized crime that is happening ties into the energy of Lucifer in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And there's cover-ups here. Okay, so Lucifer, spirit is telling me that Lucifer partook in some type of organized crime of some kind. Okay, which I feel like is what got Lucifer rejected. Okay, so the stories is not true. Okay, like because we were told that like Lucifer was like. Well, I think Lucifer was disobedient because Lucifer did do something that, like, I think Lucifer might have known that he should have done. But it didn't have to do with the like the story that we were told. They made it seem like, oh, Lucifer, got the big head, was trying to take God's place and take over and all of that. The organized crime that Lucifer was involved in, okay, and there was a cover up was his perversion, okay, and I feel like that has to do with the bestiality and any other perverse things that he was a part of. Okay, Lucifer could have also been born under the sign of like the fire sign as well. I think Lucifer may be a fire sign or born in like a fire sign time, what have you, because we get this fire energy here. There's something about perversion in this fire energy here, and then we get the male here, guys. Okay. So we have here suffering in silence. So Lucifer is suffering in silence right now, okay? Lucifer, if you look here very closely at this image, Lucifer is not on earth, okay? This looks like, desolate type of area. Lucifer is, up in a realm where their beings are, but you see how Lucifer is sitting there in isolation, like alone, like, in time out, you know what I'm saying? So Lucifer is suffering in silence, okay? And you see how, if you look very closely, you see how Lucifer is sitting here, okay? And you see how you see the sun, right, whether it's rising or it look like it's setting, okay? Which Lucifer is also called Set, okay, as well, okay? But Lucifer is suffering in silence right now, okay? We have light here. So we know, you see the stars, you see the light here. We know that Lucifer was called the light bringer, the light barrier, the morning star, which shines like a light, and different things as well here, okay? To clarify perversion, we get transformation here. Now, the transformation is the death card. A death speaks of an abrupt change. It speaks to a massive transformation. So Lucifer transformed when he partook in bestiality, okay? Because this transformation is sitting on perversion here. So when Lucifer partook in perversion is when a transformation happened with Lucifer, okay? Yeah, so we have passion ignited here. You see the flames, okay? This passion was ignited within Lucifer, okay? Due to lust, temptation, desires, this perversion, okay? It's what caused this death, like this transformation, this change, this abrupt change, okay? And on male, we have fertility here, okay? Because that's when Lucifer became impregnated with Satan, okay? Who then came out as half human, half beast. You know what I'm saying? From this perversion that Lucifer partook in, okay? So that was the reason for Lucifer's rejection, okay? Not the fabricated stories that we have been told, okay, guys? We have been grossly lied to by these people here, guys, okay? So we get here ink pot here, okay? This says problems to be resolved here, okay? So I feel like this is saying that Lucifer has either caused problematic situations or is dealing with problematic situations, but they're to be resolved at some point in time, Spirit is saying. We have the axe here, okay? On cover up in light here, okay? So this is forces working against you here. So Lucifer could be part of this force that is working against individuals. However, there could, with this axe here, this could be forces that worked against Lucifer, due to what Lucifer was involved in, okay? Especially sitting here with this cover up and this light here, you got the axe, your forces working against you, okay? We have mice on perversion and transformation here, okay? So discord amongst friends and family. So because of Lucifer's the perversion that caused the transformation, there was discord amongst other angelic beings, the gods, and different things like that, or what have you. Spirit is saying, okay? To clarify, the fire with passion ignited, we get the caterpillar here, guys, okay? Things will not always be this way. A change is coming, Spirit is saying here, okay? So it's like, your caterpillar is turning to butterflies, okay? Could be the reason why, you know what I'm saying? your powers that be use that monarch butterfly a lot in different things. They have a lot of signs and symbolisms in everything. Okay, but spirit is saying, it's interesting because Lucifer could literally be a fire sign. Okay. Remember how I was said that God was not going to flood the earth again? Remember when they was talking about the first great end, the world was flooded or what have you with the water, but you know what I'm saying? You got this fire energy here or what have you. Lucifer could legit be a fire sign. Okay, like something, whatever position that Lucifer is in right now, Spirit is saying that things will not always be that way. Like some type of major change is coming, okay? To this world and likely other realms and worlds as well here, okay? So we have bat here on male with fertility here, okay? So, and so for those of you who wanted to know, because if you are with the story or you know about Lucifer, you know that Lucifer was able to procreate with itself. And this is how, because Lucifer was born a hermaphrodite. Lucifer was like born looking like a man but had a vagina. So this is how Lucifer was able to birth a man. This is the reason why you have the male here, but you have fertility here, okay? And you usually get that from women here, okay? So yeah, this says take care, enemies are working against you here, okay? So this bad energy here, okay? So this is the energy that Lucifer is in, okay? Because of the you know what I'm saying? I really kind of feel like the whole chain of events with Lucifer is the reason why certain things, certain aspects of things have gone on here on planet Earth amongst humans, different things as such, guys. Okay, so we have here to clarify the Satan, also known as the Baphomet. We got low down and dirty shame here. Okay, something is terribly wrong. So Spirit is saying that Satan is a low down and dirty shame. Something is terribly wrong when it comes to Satan, okay? That's where the term Beauty and the Beast comes from, okay? Because Satan is, Lucifer gave birth to Satan, and Satan came out half man, half beast, okay? As well as with feminine attributes as well, okay? But whereas Lucifer had a vagina, Satan came out with breast, okay? But he has a penis, okay? So guys, we have trapped with reference to Satan. So Satan is trapped in some type of way. We also have cult here, okay? So like I said, these things also ties to things that's going on here in this world here, okay? So we got trapped, we got cult, we have accomplices, partners in crime, okay? Lies, man-made disaster, guys, okay? So Satan is trapped here on Earth, guys, okay? Which is the reason for a lot of these satanic cults around here, okay? These individuals who are worshiping Satan. And there's a lot of accomplices and partners in crime that is involved in a lot of lies, telling the general public a lot of lies about these different beings, running things together, taking things out, twisting things, changing things, manipulating things, and so forth, guys, okay? They are the cause of these man-made disasters here, okay? To clarify, traps, you get power. You see how he's half man, half beast. You see him half man, half lion, okay? Again, that's like that Leo energy, that fiery energy coming back up again here, okay? So this speaks of Satan's power, but Satan is trapped, okay? So by cult, we got shadows here, okay? So basically, Satan is on Earth and created cults. This is where the satanic cults came from, okay? This is the reason why you have people in these satanic cults and doing the ritualistic practices that they're doing here, okay? You see the shadow here? Okay. They and you see on this side of the shadow how it's dark, and on this side it is light here. So they perverse the two in these cults. Or Satan started that. Okay. But the shadow speaks to, it's almost like moon energy. Okay. Things going on behind the scenes, behind closed doors, behind one's backs, in the shadows. This is where your cults, covens, and your secret societies and different things come from. This is what I was telling you all earlier. The things that I'm telling you all now is technically top secret, that most people, these people don't find out until they get higher ranking in their secret societies. Okay, because you best and believe your sold out pastors, there's the sold out pastors know about this. Your world leaders know about this. The elites know about this. Okay, celebrities know about this. Okay. To clarify, conscious partners in crime, so we got disruptions here. So this is like a tower type of energy, chaos, tragedies, upheavals, problematic situations, disruptions, destructions, deceptions, and so forth, guys. Okay, that energy comes from Satan causing these disruptions. Okay. Using these accomplices, partners in crime. It is Satan who recruits these sellouts, okay, to do its biddings and different things, okay. To clarify lies, we got deception and envy. So all kind of lies have been spread amongst the people here, okay. But look, you see, and these people were masked, okay? But the very people who have told us these lies, we know these people faces, we know these people names, okay? And it's a lot of deception, and there's a lot of envy here, okay? Also, I get the sense that the Satan is upset, is mad about being trapped here, being trapped where Satan is trapped here on earth. Okay, this is the reason why there are man-made disasters and obstacles and challenges are created here. Okay, obstacles and challenges occur and happen, or what have you. So we have the rat. Okay, clarifying trapped and power here. Okay, someone working against you behind your back. Okay, that is Satan's character working against you behind your back. Okay, the rat. Okay, now many of you got rats in your life right now. Okay, how many of y'all know some rats that's working against you behind your back? I know I got plenty of them that is working behind my back. The low down, dirty, good rats. Okay, yeah. To clarify shadow with cult, you have the peacock here. Okay. Beware of great pride, Spirit is saying. So Satan is very prideful. Satan is the one who is prideful, guys. Okay. Lucifer's indulged in perversion. Satan is the prideful one. You were told that Lucifer was the prideful one, disrespectful to God and wanted to be God and take over. Lucifer's rejection came from perversion because of the transformation that Lucifer caused from its perversion. Okay, why? Because he gave birth to Satan, who is like, half human, half beast, part woman. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of shit, and got a strand of their extraterrestrial DNA, and an archangel wasn't supposed to do that. Okay. So we have club, clarifying disruption and accomplishing partners in crime here, okay? Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Well, ain't that Satan? Ain't that what Satan do? Satan, they initiate you, recruit you, the Illuminati and all of them, and you get in there. That's why you got to sign your name in blood, and you got to take the oaths, and you got to denounce God, and you got to do all these ridiculous as of rituals, okay, and drink blood and poop and piss and do get sodomized and do all of these degrading acts or what have you, so you can get that deal, so you can come up and different things like that. Yeah, they force you to be a part of the club, their secret societies, their cults, and their covens, okay, to use you as one of their accomplices and partners in crime to cause disruption amongst who? Humanity here, okay? And they force individuals to do things against their will, Spirit is saying, okay? That's what's going on here, guys. So to clarify deception and envy with lies, we got mountain here, okay? Major challenge to overcome here. Something is going on in the mountains, y'all. Something is going on in the mountains. I think I think Satan is Satan's den is in the mountain somewhere, guys. Okay, because at the bottom of the other deck that I was using, mountain is at the bottom of the deck. Okay, and we have a lightning here. Okay, I know y'all have seen this sign, this symbolism everywhere, okay? The satanic powers that be uses. This is clarifying obstacles and challenges with man-made disaster, okay? Control your anger. You'll be sorry here. That strike of that lightning, that comes from Satan. That is Satan's energy, guys, okay? That's what's going on here, y'all, okay? Let me scoot this out of the way. So that's Lucifer's pile. This is for Satan pile, okay? Now, when it comes to the devil, we got fiery anger here, rage, mad as hell. That is the devil's energy, guys, okay? And you remember how I told you how I broke them down in colors, how I told you they used the main colors? It's no coincidence that Lucifer came out. Remember I told you Lucifer is like the light came out with this yellow color, whatever, with the star light, star bright, okay? Energy, but I told you can also be depicted as like white or a pale color. Remember I told you Satan was black, low down and dirty shame came out. Remember I told you the devil is red, fiery anger, rage, mad as hell. You know why the devil is mad? Because the devil was cursed from birth, Spirit is saying, okay? And the devil has had to deal with burdens that was caused by others. Who is the others? The ones that came before the devil was even born. Okay? So we get the devil energy here, okay? Get abuse and neglect, death, tunnel, hidden, okay? So the devil abuses and neglects people. The devil is beyond dark, demonic, sinister, toxic. The devil is death, decay, and destruction, okay? The devil come to steal, kill, and destroy, okay? That's the reason why death is here, okay? And it even look like you see that that goat head here on that death card here, okay? The devil is in the details of this situation, okay? The devil is also and it has things that has to do with what's going on in these underground tunnels. The devil is also in an underground tunnel somewhere, okay? Lucifer's den, or excuse me, no. Satan's den is up in the mountain somewhere, okay? The devil is in a tunnel underground somewhere. But both Satan and the devil are here on earth, okay? Yeah, you see hidden here? You see the reptilian? You see the lizard reptilian thing hidden, okay? Tunnel hidden, okay? Devil, abuse, neglect, death, tunnel hidden, guys, okay? Follow me. The devil is bored and discontent, okay? And this is the reason why the devil abuses and neglects others, to cause conflict and defeat, okay? That's like hostility. That's abuse. That's plots. Okay. Death. That's why all these deaths happen. All these sacrifices happen. Look what's on death. Sacrifice. Tunnels. Well, if it's nothing but the devil. You see that red and that black. Okay. And you see how this says temptation, which is the devil card in the traditional tarot deck. Remember the colors I told you they use for devil worship Satanisms is the red and the black. But do you see how he's pointing up here? So this light up here, this star, the morning star, that's Lucifer up there. Lucifer is up in the sky. Lucifer is not down here on earth. Okay? This is on tunnel. Okay, so the devil is in this tunnel underground doing all kinds of evil, wicked, toxic, demonic ass things here. Okay, we know that the devil is about temptations, lust, sex, desires, depraved, disgusting things. Okay, and to clarify, hidden, we got trapped in fear. So the devil is chained down there. If you look at images of the devil, you notice there's chains on the devil. Okay, shackles and chains. The devil is chained down here in this tunnel here. Okay, so the carnage and the wicked that goes on down there has to be brought to him. You know what I'm saying? And what have you? And speaking of chain, look what comes out: chain, 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 chain of fools. You ever heard of a chain gang? They chain to the devil. You ever seen the devil card in a traditional tarot deck? Okay. You see how that other image of that I showed you of the Baphomet, how those kids was by the Baphomet looking up to the Baphomet? Well, on the devil card in a traditional tarot deck, it shows a man and a woman, and they both got chains on them. They chain together, and then they chain to the devil. Okay. Anything you look with the devil on it, you'll see those chains wrapped around the devil here. Okay, so you got chain here, a chain of events that will affect one's life. Okay, you have the cat here. Okay, a two-faced friend. So because the devil is chained, the devil seeks to steal, kill, and destroy by affecting other people's lives. The devil is a two-faced individual here. Okay, we got yoke. Okay, on death with sacrifice here. Okay, feeling tied down and frustrated. Okay, so we know that the devil is tied down and frustrated. This is what the devil do to its victims as well. We have haystack here. Karma. You will reap what you sow. So the devil is going through some type of karma down here in this tunnel, change into this in this tunnel with this temptation here inside this tunnel here. Okay, so it's like the devil is trapped in that tunnel. Okay, and then we have not here. Okay, clarifying hidden and trapped in fear. Okay, unsuccessful plans. Okay, so those are messages, guys. Okay, to break down Lucifer, Satan, and the devil, guys. Okay, I know some people listening to this and y'all are completely shooketh, okay, by this message. Okay, this is likely to disturb someone's dinner tonight, and I get it. I totally get it. We all were lied to. We all were freaking bamboozled, guys. Okay, so let's see what extra messages Spirit have. We have here they're dangerous. Okay, Spirit is saying don't trust them. Get out, run, don't look back. Okay, this is Spirit is speaking to the rulers and the leaders and the supposed masters, the wealthy elites, the shadow government, the satanic powers that be, the wickedness in high places. Do not trust them. I ask Spirit to clarify, do not trust them. Pastors came out. CIA came out. FBI agents came out. Spirit is saying, okay? We also have here satanic sellouts. So there's a lot of people who is a part of some wicked, evil things that's going on in this world. They're satanic sellouts. They're a part of the cult. They're in cult covens and secret societies and different things. These satanic sellouts, they are demonically possessed, Spirit is saying. Okay? Yeah, they're demonically possessed, Spirit is saying. They're also committing hate crimes. Okay? They commit hate crimes against people because light pissed off their demons. Okay? Light pissed off their demons. They indulge in government cruel and unusual punishment. Okay? Who? The shadow government. Shadow government is responsible for this governmental cruel and unusual punishment. You got male warlocks, male witches, who are in power and authority, who are like betraying people, ultimately betraying people, manipulators, disloyal, liars, bad juju, deceivers, two-faced, backstabbers. Okay, these male warlocks in power and authority. Spirits say they fucked up a long time ago. And I ask why. Spirits say secret island. They got some shit going on these secret islands. You know how the government got whole areas, whole places that is like restricted from human beings, from human access. But it's perfectly fine for them to go there any damn time they get ready. The military, any damn body else they want to send over there, like Antarctica and shit like that, or what have you. But they want to tell us where the hell we can and can't go. They didn't remind you they are no gods, even though they play pretend. They did not create planet Earth. They did not create the fuck humanity. But somehow we have been brainwashed, dumbed down, and mind control, believe that we got to follow all they rules, regulations, and bylaws and do whatever the hell they say. That's what's going on here, though, y'all. Okay? We got celebrities at the bottom of the deck, mind control at the bottom of the deck, secrets. So these celebrities are under mind control. Okay? They are aware of these secret things that I just told you. This is why they keep these celebrities under heavy mind control. Okay? They see these celebrities bring on these shapeshifters and shit all the time. Okay? There's something in the desert as well. Something about the desert. Okay? As is there's something about the mountains, okay? Okay, guys, so bottom of the deck, we got choose wisely here, okay? So choose wisely. Guys, we have been, this is not the last of that we've been lied to about. We have choose wisely here, okay? Spiritual strength here and awareness. Okay, Spirit is telling y'all need to choose wisely. You can go in any direction that you want to go, but you need to be heading towards the light. Okay, you see how it's all dark and murky over here. You see how the birds are flying. Okay, well, it's well lit and different things like that, or what have you. Yeah. Choose wisely, Spirit is saying, okay? You need to have spiritual strength, okay? With your awareness. Now that you have awareness, you're awakened to what I have told you all on today, guys, okay? Movement, choices, and decisions, guys, okay? And once again, guys, I did not tell you all these things in an effort to, be disrespectful in any way to anybody else's beliefs, okay? Like I said, trust me, some of this stuff, I had it, I knew, okay? I had an inkling about, a feeling about, but I had never asked Spirit about, okay? And other things, I was just completely flabbergasted by it. I'm like, what? Like, really? You understand what I'm saying? So yeah. Okay. So I'm seeing the 5 of air here with the Tower here. These people have caused a lot of conflict, defeat, and hostility in people's life. Okay. Being very abusive, very toxic, or what have you, causing towers and chaos and tragedies and problematic situations and stress and overwhelm. Okay. Yeah. Some type of conflict or defeat could be causing a major tower or upheaval or reckoning of some kind, guys. Okay. Yeah, we got magicians here. Okay. These people are divination abusers. They're master magicians here. Okay. They're a part of the occult. They're heavily involved in the dark arts. Okay. They stay casting and conjuring and chanting and all kinds of things here, guys. Yeah, judgments, okay? Casting their judgments upon others to bring about the changes that they desire here, okay? And it's very frustrating because, like I said, you know what I'm saying? They're playing pretend. They're playing gods. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't create the planet. They didn't create humanity, yet somehow the supposed rulers and the masters and the elites and things, they think that they can just run, rule, and control any and everybody. They can do whatever they want, and they're untouchable, and shit like that. There's a lot of people who are suffering. and struggling in this world because of them, Spirit is saying. Okay? Yeah. Spirit, clarify the 5 of air. Why is the 5 of air here? Why is the 5 of air? Okay? And maybe the message that I'm putting out now to y'all, about to put out now to you all may cause some type of chaos, may cause some type of uproar or something like that, or what have you. But when you're a real high priestess, when you know real secret knowledge, secret information, real occultic knowledge, you're a real messenger, and you're getting real messages from the divine, from the Most High, or what have you. This is the type of work that you do. Okay. Not sitting around talking about your person all day, every day, and saying the same regurgitated thing all day, every day. Okay. This is about helping people, healing people, uplifting people, awakening people, guiding people, teaching people. Okay. Yeah. Spirit, what else is going on? Are there any other messages, Spirit? Are there any other messages? Yeah. But like I said, the 5 of Swords is about conflict. It's about defeat. It's about hostility. It's about abuse. Okay. The Tower, it speaks of like a reckoning or a shocking event, something happening all of a sudden out the blue. Okay. Problematic situations, disruptions, destructions in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And you got this magician energy smack dab in the middle here. Okay. Chanting and a conjuring and a casting. Okay. Witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, voodoo, hoodoo, hexes, curses, spells, evil eyes, santeria, root work, and a multitude of other things here. Okay, they're, like I said, they're master manipulators. Okay, in this magician energy that they abuse as divination abusers. Okay, and they're the very people who cast their judgments upon others. Okay, they make judgment calls and take actions. They're on a missions. They make decisions and different things like that to bring about the changes that they want here, according to their desire. Spirit is saying, okay, yeah, and there's a group of them. Okay, there's a lot of people who belong to these cult covens and secret societies. They're in these binding contracts. Spirit is saying, and they're collaborated together for the purposes of money here. Okay, yeah, whatever this chaos, these tragedies, these upheavals, these shakeups, these disruptions, destructions, is like ultimate betrayal, disloyalty, sabotage, ruin, fatal endings. Okay, it's backstabbing, failure, breakdown, dead end type of energy here, guys. Okay, Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages, Spirit? Any other messages, Spirit? What's going on with these magicians, Spirit? I feel like a lot of these people that like are in like collaborate together, that's in these binding contracts, like these people that collaborate together to cause like to ultimately betray others, and then it's like they sit back and they rejoice in celebration together in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Spirit is singing. Spirit, are there any other messages I need to share? Clarify the magician for us. Clarify the magician. So I'm seeing the Fool here. You got the Fool clarifying the magician here, okay? So the Fool can be like spontaneous, adventurous type of energy, okay? But it also can speak to different things like new beginnings and things like that, or what have you. But whoever these magicians are, they could be careless, reckless, childish, ignorant. They take blind leaps of faith or something like that, or what have you. Spirit is saying. Any other messages? So you So you have the world here, okay? Clarifying judgment or the call here, okay? So this judgment is like judgment is upon the world, Spirit is saying, okay? In some way, shape, form, or fashion. And we got the Ace of Swords, the Temptation, which is the Devil card, and the Emperor want to all come out on the Eight of Water here, which is the Eight of Cups here. So some type of truth or clarity pertaining to about this devil energy, this Emperor here, or what have you. Like it's kind of interesting. Yeah, that's what's going on here, guys. So I do hope that this has given you all the truth and the clarity that you all were seeking pertaining to a situation you may be dealing with, or pertaining to a situation you may notice someone else is dealing with. If you are cross-watching, okay? For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tips.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shine bright like a diamond 36 with an underscore between each word. For any person who's interested in donating to the channel, it is greatly appreciated. I do thank you all in advance. You can do so through Cash App, which is $tip-diamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/@36diamond. As always, guys, y'all take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked world that we live in. There's wickedness in high places, and there's evil that's lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So watch your surroundings, watch the company you keep, watch surroundings in the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey, keep some protection on you. Don't stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.